Hey everybody, Jonathan Doucette here at St.Albert Dodge. Got a super fresh trade, 2017 Ram 2500. It's the Power Wagon trim level. Big 6.4 Hemi up front. Some of the differences between the Power Wagon and a normal 2500 is that it comes factory with a lift. As you can see, it's a bit higher than your standard 2500. Has steel bumpers on the front and the back. You do have a winch on here, which is controllable with the remote, so you can plug the remote in, I think just right over here, and then use it to get yourself out of some trouble, or I should say pull somebody out of some trouble, because they're going to be not getting stuck with this Power Wagon. Tons of off-road stuff. You get some disconnecting of your linkage and your sway bar up front, but we'll show you that inside. Beautiful black pearl metallic paint. Has the night edition as well too, so you do have the black badging, the blacked out headlights, body colored door handles, black mirrors. Previous owner did upgrade the rims as well, so they're aftermarket metal militias, I believe. But the tread is still the same that would come on from the factory. As you can tell, if you take a quick look at the seats, there's actually a tread pattern that matches your tires. It's pretty cool, something that Power Wagons do. Very, very cool. It does have, and we have them in the back here, if you wanted to put like the factory Power Wagon decals, we do have those separate. So the previous owner didn't put those on, or whoever sold it never did that. So that's something that we can add on for you. Great 6.5 foot box, embossed round logo right here. Everything's blacked out, and then you get your 2.5 inch receiver, because it is a 3/4 ton. So you do have some towing capacity here, 7-way, 4-way flat. And as you can see, you do have some parking sensors. So very, very safe truck to drive, lots of technology. I'm just gonna showcase the back seat before we look at the cockpit area. So back here, quite a bit to go over. I always like showcasing the vinyl trim seats with the, again, I'm bringing up the tread pattern in the center with the cloth. Very, very sharp, gives it that off-road look, which, you know, it's an off-road machine. So a cup holders up here, a cup holders down here. You can actually put 3 car seats. There's anchors all 3 positions back here. And then you have your 60-40 split flip out tray. And then you have some storage on the one side, and you have your speaker, because this does have the Alpine stereo system with the subwoofer under the back seat. So bumping system, very, very cool truck. Gonna just open this up here and I'll show you the Ram bins. So, actually there isn't a Ram bin on this side. You got the gear, so you do have your winch remote control, like I was talking about. Everything's kind of nicely tucked back here, but there are some bins you can put in your toe straps or your gloves, that kind of thing. Keep them out of the way, not tying up the space back here. So all-weather floor mats, very handy to have. Don't have to purchase those front and rear. And then floor vents. I had a truck years ago from a different brand, I'm not going to mention it, but didn't have any vents in the back, so it relied on the dash vents up front to heat and cool the whole cabin. Very, very handy to have. Just, you know, helps making this thing warm up a lot easier. And then you do have a sliding back window as well too. There's a control up front. I'll show you that up front. Let's jump up front and talk about the stuff up there. Up front on your key, you have remote start, of course, unlock and lock. So if you want to remote start your truck in the morning, you can do that. Key in the ignition, fire it up. Gonna show you a few things. So being the off-road capability this Power Wagon has, you do have front sway bar disconnect. So right now it's for level ground, and then you can turn it on, and then you can essentially disconnect the front sway bar. So it allows a lot more travel of the front suspension. So if you're doing I wouldn't do it if you're just driving down a forestry road, but if you're going to be going really off-road, some big heaves and you know, rock crawling essentially, you can disconnect that, and gives you a lot more articulation. Do have front and rear lock, and then axle unlock as well too. So when you have it in 4 low or 4 high, you can lock your rear differential, so all tires spin the same as opposed to being independent. It's an off-road feature that you usually just find on the Jeep Rubicons. So this has it on here as well too, where if you're stuck, instead of one tire spinning really fast, both tires spin the exact same amount, so you're not losing traction to one side, or all 4 set corners if you want. Very handy. You do have heated seats, heated steering wheel, hill descent control, another one of those off-road features. So if you're going down a steep decline, you don't have to ride your brake the whole way down the hill. It'll keep you at a constant speed, and forgive me, it's like 4 or 5 kilometers per hour. going down the hill, it's using your transmission as like a grade brake essentially. So very, very handy to have, and don't worry about your brakes. Dual zone climate control, beautiful infotainment center. You can change the background. There's quite a few different backgrounds you can have. Lots of stuff to look at. You got navigation. Do have your off-road telemetrics in here somewhere as well too, but you can see everything that's going on with your truck, your heating, your cooling. Do have your 4x4 controls down here with a manual shifter. It's not electronic because of all the extra stuff they give you. 120 volt inverter. Again, very, very good layout. Comfortable seats. Have the bench seats, so you have an option of taking a 6-passenger if you want. Some storage in here, so USB ports and the coin holders. Very cool. Steering wheel controls. Everything is mounted, so you don't have to be messing around with the stereo. You can switch between your presets by pushing the button on the back, and you can scroll through your different media types. So it has Sirius XM, AM, FM, and then Bluetooth streaming as well. Very handy to have. And then, yeah, ton to go over. Love to have you come down, take a test drive. Give me a personal call on my cell, 780-952-3018. Love to show you about this truck, and if you want a more specialized video or pictures, reach out to me and I'll send them off to you.